What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a little comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. So today's video is gonna be all about how I edit my YouTube videos. Sorry if you can hear a bunch of noises in the background. I'm recording in my boyfriend's room right now and the windows are open for the natural light. Keep in mind, I'm in Puerto Rico. I'll be in the nature, y'all. There be iguanas, there be animals, there be a whole lot of stuff, but right, let's just get into the video. Okay, so I'm gonna be starting off with a quick Q&A. How long does it take to edit YouTube videos? To answer this question, I feel like it really does depend on the type of video. It can go anywhere from like 6 to 7 hours. Sometimes it takes me days to do a YouTube video. It really just depends on the video, what type of editing I want to do, and how long the video really is. What are some good camera recommendations? So I currently use the Canon G7X Mark II. The struggle with this camera is it doesn't have a built-in mic jack. Is that what it's called? It doesn't have a place for your microphone. That's the one where I'll just put a picture over here, but this is the one that kind of has that little flip screen at the top. And I also recommend the Sony ZV-1. That one comes with a mic. It has the little furry microphone at the top for you. It does flip to the side. What do you use to edit? I use iMovie. What are some essentials you should buy? I had to learn this through trial and error, and it was such a process because no one told me I needed these things. If your computer is one of the newer Macs, you're gonna need an adapter. I have links to everything that I did get down below. So this is the adapter that I'm talking about. I got it in pink, you know, it's a little cute. You can actually use this for charging things, your SD card, which is mainly why I got it. I also recommend getting a hard drive. Editing takes a lot of storage, a lot of storage. So what I recommend, instead of getting a brand new laptop, is to go and buy yourself a hard drive. You can buy a hard drive that comes with 500 something gigabytes of storage, and that's the one I bought. Like I said, I'll have all the links down below. I would also save all of your stuff on your hard drive, just in case something does go wrong, because it has happened to me so many times and my laptop literally just broke. I wish I would have saved all of my sound effects. I am gonna have to do the most to get this video up, but it will be up. Another thing I think is really important is a extra battery. When you're filming, your battery literally drains like this. It deadass drains so fast. So the first step I really take is download all my videos. I import them onto iMovie. I use my adapter that I told you guys about earlier. Put my SD card in there, hook it up to my laptop, and then have all those videos transferred onto iMovie. So this is really how I do it. So we're gonna click the downwards arrow at the top, then we select whichever video we want. After we select that video, we put import selected, and you should get a notification here at the top right corner. I've had this problem before and I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes I have. I've downloaded the video onto iMovie. On the little corners you can see over here, it shows that it's downloading. Make sure your video completely downloads, because I've done this before where I've imported clips. They're in my iMovie library, but they're not completely downloaded, and I start cropping, I start cutting, I start editing, and all of a sudden something happens with my laptop, something happens with the footage. Please save yourself from doing this mistake. I had to learn the hard way, but make sure your clips are always downloaded before you start editing. Once I download everything, I watch the clip from start to finish, and I take out any pauses. Anytime I say like or you take all those parts out just to make it as fast as possible and as clean as possible too. So start by selecting the video that you want and then click and drag it. Once you clicked and drag it, you can actually use this tool right over here to open up your videos a little bit more and be more precise. Once you figure out where you want to cut the video, I actually use a keyboard shortcut, Command B, to cut. I like to add a little flair, a little touch to my videos, and one of the things I like to do is add either a zoom in and it slowly zooms in, or I like to slowly zoom out. I also do a zoom in and a zoom out. So this is how I do that. So we're gonna start off with the footage that we have. So look for the part that you would like to do the zoom in, and we're going to crop that. So again, Command B. So over here, as you can see on the mouse, there is a button. Click on that square button and click on Ken Burns. Start is where it's going to start the zoom, and end is where it's going to end the zoom. So as you can see here, it slowly zooms in And to do the opposite, we're just gonna do the same thing. Click on Ken Burns, and then over here to the right, it's gonna be a little reverse button. To do the quick zoom in, we're gonna go to the same place. We're gonna actually click on crop fill. As you can see, it zooms in really fast. And to zoom out, you just wanna go back to that. To zoom out is on fit. Once you click on fit, it actually puts the screen back to normal to get that zoom out effect. Another thing I like to do is add overlays to my videos. I do this a lot actually, and when I first started I had no clue what an overlay was. Like, what is an overlay? Let me show y'all what an overlay is, because it really does take your editing skills to the next level. I add aesthetic text and fonts as well. I screen record the green screens and add it to my videos. For example, in this video over here, I actually had a green screen of rain falling down. When she looks like Olivia makes me want to cry thinking about Olivia. I also use the app Fonto. Once we open it up, click on plain images and then click the white square. Once you click the white square, click color and scroll all the way down to the green color. Select use and save, and now we can actually add the text. So we created this background and it's going to be see-through. I'm just going to use this one and I'm going to put it in today's video. I also like to play around with the style, so I just click on style over here. At the very bottom they do have options. I just like to add a border to it so it stands out a little bit more. Import it to iMovie, drag it on to the clip that you would like it. I'm just centering it over here. To make it see-through, just click on the little box, click green screen, and there you go. Another important part is music, you guys. I did not know music could literally take your video from 0 to 100 real quick. I did not know the importance of music. A lot of people who do edit videos have some type of music in the background. Sometimes you can't even hear it because it's so low, but you definitely do hear some music. I mean, there are people out there who don't have music and don't add it, but I feel like when I add music, it really does add to the video. So YouTube does have a music library that you can scroll through. Also, if you just look up on YouTube copyright-free music, there are a bunch of options as well. I have a monthly subscription to Epidemic Sound, so they just provide me a bunch of different copyright-free options that I can use for my videos, because sometimes, you know, I just want to add music but I don't want to get copyrighted, and I think it's like $10, maybe it might be 15, but they just have so much music on there. I never really knew how much music does affect videos. Like, for example, if I want to have a little happy vibe, I would put some music like this. Or if I want to do, you know, me just doing daily tasks, I usually put this music over here. If I'm trying to explain something and kind of want something groovy in the back, I'll have some music like this. But yeah, music is super important. I really recommend you add some background music to your videos. Another thing I like to do to spice up my videos is to add sound effects. Sound effects are really just like a little, when you add sound effects, it really just adds to the video. So what I usually do is either I go into iMovie and I use the iMovie sound effects, or I go on YouTube and I look for the most popular YouTube sound effects. There's tons of videos with different sound effects that most people use when they edit. You're gonna click on audio at the top, and then on the side just make sure that sound effects is pressed. Then as you can see, there are tons and tons of different sound effects. Another tip, so once I save and download these sound effects, I keep them all in one folder, because before it would always be my downloads, it would be in my desk, it would just be everywhere. I recommend creating a folder, and that's where you're gonna keep all your sound effects. So another thing I like to do is adding transitions. I usually do this for clothing hauls, or if I'm explaining something and I want to move on to the next topic, I usually add a transition in there as well as a sound effect. To find the transitions, there's going to be a button at the top that says transition. There's a lot of different ones, but I like to use slide left, and I usually change it to 0.5. I also like to add a sound. Here's an example of that. So we're first going to start off. I also like to play around with the speeds of certain things. Let's say something happens and I kind of want to do an instant replay, I would slow motion that part. Or if I don't want to put 20 minutes of me just, I don't know, cleaning my room, then I would actually crop it and make it a little bit faster. So we're going to start off by selecting the clip that we would like to adjust the speed, and at the top there's a little stopwatch type icon. Click on that, and then as you can see, you see normal, slow, fast, freeze frame, and custom. To make it go slow, you can click on slow. As you can see here, it slows down the video. You can also do custom and actually put in how slow or how fast you want it to go. iMovie does come with this feature where you can add text already in there, but for some reason it doesn't allow you to just have the text there. I'll show you what I mean. So for example, if you click on titles, you can click any of these, but I'm just gonna use the centered option. So I click and drag it onto where I would like the text. So to actually change the wording, just double click on the purple box and start typing. And as you can see, the way it just shows up, it kind of fades in. I just don't really like it. I think it looks a little tacky. I like to have the words go on the screen. I don't like it to fade in. So I use Timecodes. They also have really cute aesthetic fonts on there. When you click on the video, at the very bottom it kind of has like these categories that tell you what part of the video is what. I do that for my video just so it's easy to follow, and if you are searching for a specific part in the video, that you can easily find it. For the timestamps, you're just gonna go into the detail section in YouTube Studio, and you're gonna start off by writing time code. In the next line, write 0.00. Make sure after the number you put a space, you put the little line, and then you put a space again. So after my videos end, it does come up to this screen where it has my profile photo and it has 2 recommended videos that you can click on. I feel like making these is super easy, super important too, because it just looks cleaner than having it on top of your videos while you're speaking, because I used to do that back in the day when I didn't really know anything. So this is how I do it. Go to www.canva.com, and once you're on the Canva website, you're going to put YouTube thumbnails. Sorry if you can hear all this noise in the background. My neighbors are like cleaning something. Click YouTube thumbnail and then click on create a YouTube thumbnail. Here you're going to have a blank canvas, so you can choose any color you'd like, play around with the colors. You can also play around with the shades as well. Over here on the side you can add some text. Here's an example of one of mine. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching. If any of these tips did help you, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you made it this far, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a little comment down below if you have any questions or anything like that. And I hope some of these tips did help you. When I first started, I was really frustrated. It was just really overwhelming because I didn't know what to do on iMovie. But hopefully, like I said, some of these tips did help you. I love you guys so much, and until my next video, bye.